Hey guys, I'm going to give you a quick overview of how the content writer and the new Keep It Simple hub works. So if you have access to the content writer, and the first thing you're going to do is it's going to walk you through setting up your brand playbook. And inside of this brand playbook, the goal is to have what your messaging is and how the narrative, your brand positioning, pain points, brand identity, all kinds of good stuff here, right? And it's super simple in terms of prompting, right? So you'll just start by filling out the first section here. And each time you fill each one of these things out, it's going to ask you to generate the following items. And it will generate these items, and you can edit them accordingly if you like to do so, if something seems a little bit off. But once you fill this out, you hit generate narrative, and it's going to generate the narrative based upon those items. Where it's going to create your customer avatar, the pain points, the positioning, the elevator pitch, the risk of inaction, right? Because a lot of content going forward will use these items. And you can edit these accordingly. You can always go back and change them. But what you're creating is the base knowledge and your voice when you create the content that I'll show you in just a second here. And it's going to have you generate proposition, generate your taglines. Again, you can edit these, change them, adjust them. You can even highlight, which is awesome. I love this feature, but you can highlight it and ask it to generate or give it an idea of how to change specific things, whether it's words, sentences, paragraphs, so you don't have to regenerate the whole thing, but you can generate the different sections. You'll even come down to what the pillars are, your brand colors. You can always edit this and put in your actual brand colors if you already have them. But if not, it'll give you an idea of, based upon the narrative, your brand, the positioning, all the good stuff based upon what you want it to look like. But you can always change it again. And once you hit save, it will look something like, I'll go ahead and save it. I'll hit cancel. It'll look something like this. And it's awesome because you can export it to PDF. And that way you have a nice little guide. We also use this during onboarding where we'll take this and really beef it up for you with your logos and all kinds of stuff. But it's a really, really nice professional guide that you can use going forward. Now, once you create that, you're going to create your product playbooks. And the product playbooks, you're going to want to put in every product that you have. Whether you're a home service business, an online coaching business, a brick and mortar bookkeeping business, whatever business that you have, whatever your products and services are, you'll want to put them in here. Even if you're an affiliate where you're sending out and trying to get people to sign up for an affiliate program. But what's going to happen is, and I'm just going to show you one that's completed here, but it's going to take you through the prompts again, right? And you're going to give it a general description. Then what's going to happen is your product or service, and it's going to have you pick out your brand customer avatar, that one that you already created, okay? You can add a different audience. You can edit the audience. But once you generate it, based upon the product description, the target audience, it's going to create some personas. And then based upon those personas, you can put in your website if you already have it. If you don't, you can put in some pain points, some features. But if you have your website already, it will pull all those pain points based upon what you're looking for, okay? Then you're going to give it some alternatives, some things that other people that you compete against, because it's going to pull some information from there. Then it's going to generate the positioning. So generating the positioning of every one of these, like sales brief, product brief, elevator pitch, all kinds of stuff. Again, you can edit these. You can also highlight, and once you highlight them, you can give it an idea of what you want to change and adjust from there. You can export it to PDF. I'm going to hit save on this one. And once you have those, what you're doing is you're giving our content writer, AI content writer, a base knowledge of everything that's going forward. For example, if you just want to be super simple and go brainstorm AI, basically I can hit a new channel. I can use the base knowledge of my brand playbook. And let's say I'm going to generate something for my product, right? Don't always have to use this, but I'm going to generate it. So now it's pulling in all that information from my brand playbook. And it's pulling in all the information from my product that I just picked. Awesome. So I'm just going to ask it just general questions, right? What would be the best way to Get more leads for my program? Question mark, right? I'm gonna hit. Now, unlike a traditional ChatGPT or AI that you would normally use, where you got to teach it, you got to prompt it. What it's doing is first it's using the base knowledge of the playbook, again, the brand, then the product, and then it's going to start giving me some ideas. So here's some ideas, right? Host a free webinar and workshop. It's awesome because we're actually getting ready to launch one of those. Leverage testimonials and case studies. Yep, that's awesome. Create lead magnets. You do all kinds of stuff here, right? And it creates the history. Then we have all these automatic prompts based upon what everybody wants or needs. For example, if I wanted to create a business plan off of this, right? It'll walk me through the information that, and it's going to start generating. I won't build this one because it's kind of a long one, but it'll help generate a unique business plan based upon all of the information that you've given it. You can create lead magnets and kind of give an idea of what those lead magnets are. You can generate ad copy, lead magnet delivery emails. So a lot of times you create a really nice lead magnet and you're like, man, how do I get it to the world, right? Well, right here, it helps generate those things. And remember, as it generates these, it's always going to be pulling in your audience. So it's writing to that particular audience each and every time, okay? That way you don't have to teach it. It's always your brand. It's always your voice. Sales pages, sales nurture emails, lead nurture sequences, SMS campaigns, so text campaigns, video sales letter ideas, conversation starters. So especially if you have a virtual assistant that's doing DMs, responding back to people, even replying back to your emails, you can use this to help make sure that they're on point and on with your voice. You can do follow-up emails, prospect retention, YouTube scripts, blog posts, super easy, social media posts, hashtags that might go along with it. It kind of goes all the way around for everything. You can even do this rewrite option that will rewrite content for you, right? So you just put in information. So let's say you wrote something, you see something that you really like that somebody else has put out there, but you want to put it into your own words. You can type that in and rewrite it for the different formats that you might have and rewrite it. Once you create that content, you can always go back and look at the content history and see exactly what's going on there. So this is just a quick overview of everything that you can get with the content writer. It's awesome. It's super easy to use. And unlike traditional AI, where you got to teach it, or as you use more and more of it, it kind of goes off the rails. This always pulls in your base brand and the base product information that you have. So that way it's on point every single time. If you want access to this, just let us know, and we'll go through what that looks like for your account. Thanks, guys.